What's going down, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Cigar Avengers Podcast. I'm your host, Cigar Head Fred, and today, well, we're waiting on of course, we're waiting on my boys to come on in here. We got my boy Leo. We got my boy Leo Brown from General Cigar Company. Leo, what's good, bro?
What's going on, big dog? How you been, man?
Hey,
Thank you for
man,
having me.
I'm good, man. I'm glad to have you on here, man. Got my
Yeah,
boy
man.
on here. Listen,
That's
man.
it.
Listen. For those who don't know, me and Leo go back. We go back.
Oh, I lost
Now,
you. Oh, there you go.
we go back, man. Me and Leo go back, man. So we
Like
start
four
off
flats on a Cadillac.
for sure. So well, we'll get into all that later. But let's start off with, what are you smoking?
Uh-oh, I lost you, man.
What you smoking, Leo?
I have the opposite of you, my man. I actually have the Macanudo Emissary France.
The France. You know what?
Oui.
Look, I've only had the España, and I think I've had it. So I reviewed it. I did a short review on it. I think you saw it. Did a short review on it.
I reposted it.
Yeah, and so I really enjoyed it. It was a really, really good cigar. I really enjoyed it. I haven't tried the France yet. I know it comes in. I know it's France and the España. And what are the other ones?
That's it right now.
That's it right now. Oh, all right.
Right now.
That's it for right now.
I shall remain anonymous now.
Okay, that's all right. That sounds good, bro. That sounds good, man. All right, so how we normally, how we do on the show, we always ask. I know your cigar beginnings, but I know a lot of people on the show that don't know your cigar beginnings. So, would you mind sharing with us, for those who don't know, how did you get into cigars?
Well, the whole story started back 2014. I was in the Navy still at the time, and I was going to school for my communications degree and minoring in broadcast journalism. So one of the assignments were for us to make up kind of like a Dear Abby ad, right? So I initially wanted to do it about military families who were their family members, their service members were deployed. So I wanted to go and interview the family members that were left behind. So it went so far, as I was smoking my cigar, it went so far to where I kind of got writer's block, right? So as I'm sitting smoking a cigar, I said, let me look up the blend of this cigar. So I looked up the blend of the cigar. I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is awesome. So I got to thinking, like, you know what? I'm changing the whole concept. So what I ended up doing was actually writing reviews like yourself back in 2014 on what was called WordPress at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, I started writing reviews, and then I got this wild idea. I said, you know what? I think that you should come up with a talk show. So I started putting things together, and again, get writer's block and all that stuff, because everything that you have to do for a show, as well as you have to go through a lot to think about and where you want to do things, how you want to do things, what's the setup, and all of that good stuff. So kind of got a block. And at the same time, I did a lot with pairings myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing cigar pairings, and some of the guys I used to be in, with, I got with some older sailors that are retired or had like 1 or 2 years left. And we would all go over each other's house. And I would always introduce a new pairing to everybody. And they said, Leo, you need to do something with this. So I said, all right, I think I got something. So that's when I started what's called Barrels and Leafs. Barrels and Leafs was all about cigar pairing education. So what I did with that, I went to a lot of different cigar lounges. I went to a lot of personal or private parties and started just introducing cigar pairings. And a lot of pairings back then, they were all about Scotch and cognac. Nobody was doing what I call the big four, right? And that
Right.
is beer, spirits, wine, and non-alcoholic beverages.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a bigger thing to me, right? So I wanted to make sure that people got the information. They were able to understand why and how to do it. So that was the whole thing behind the cigar pairing education.
Mm-hmm.
So then it kind of helped me grow into the entire talk show. So the talk show started getting real creative. I started doing a lot of things, and I finally got all the equipment. I finally got all the software and all of that stuff, and birthed what was then Barrels and Leaves Live, which went to B&L behind the brand. So over about a 6-year period, I was doing a lot of pairings. I was doing a lot of talk shows like this. So I said, all right, well, I was also at the same time, believe it or not, I was working at cigar lounges, right? So there were 2 cigar lounges I worked at in San Diego, which helped me launch who I actually am, right? So shout out to Excalibur Cigar Lounge in San Diego, and also Liberty Tobacco in San Diego. Gave me great starts, gave me everything that I needed to know. Liberty Tobacco fan in the house. Gave me a great start with who I am and what I am in the cigar industry. From there, I got a lot of reps saying, hey, you know what? You should be a rep. And I was like, sure, tell me how. Give me the information. So I never got that information, never got a chance to really dive into being a rep. So I got this wild phone call. My daughter said, hey, Dad, will you come back to Atlanta? And I said, of course I will. I'll do anything for my kids. So come back to Atlanta, work at another cigar lounge here. And then got told, hey, PDR Cigars has an opening. Why don't you take it? I did. Stayed at PDR for a good 8 months, 9 months. Got an opportunity to work for CLE. It will be Christian Luis Iroa. Better, most people might know it as Asylum. Most people may know CLE. But while at CLE, had a fantastic time at both companies, PDR and also CLE. Had a fantastic time. It really launched me what being a cigar rep is really all about. So I got this opportunity. I got told by the previous rep with General, he said, hey, you should be a rep for us. I said, no way. Too big for me. Can't do it. I love CLE. He said, I'm throwing your name in the hat. So I got a phone call. And here I am today. That's my journey over a 13-year period.
Man, that is a hell of a journey. That's a hell of a journey. And your first cigar. Now, for those who don't know, your first actual cigar that you smoked, was that in 2014 as well?
You broke up on me. Say it again.
The first cigar that you smoked, was that in 2014 as well?
No, that was actually in 1998. back in the 1900s.
Hey man, wait, no man, you can't do that because I'm a 90s kid. I'm a 90s baby, bro. You can't say the 1900s, man.
So you know what that means, right? You're old.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I know, man. What was your first cigar? What was your actual first cigar that you smoked?
Damn, man, I'm too old. I forgot. I want to say it was a Rocky Patel vintage 1999.
Mm-hmm. That's golly. Wait, do they even still make that cigar anymore?
Yes, that cigar is still made. It's a staple. It's a staple for them.
Bro, that's crazy. Well, because I mean, you don't see it, and also, I mean, Rocky Patel has such a huge catalog of cigars, bro. Like, he has such a huge catalog. So I mean, of course, there's so many cigars that's easily you can easily forget. You get what I'm saying?
Tell me about it.
You can easily forget. Um, so let me get into the questions because I know some of the guys that weren't able to make it. I know they had some questions that they wanted to ask, and it was some pretty good questions. So give me just one moment. Now,
I'm ready.
so let's start. Let's see. All right, let's go.
Uh-oh.
So inside the premium cigar industry, right? So what's one thing people always get wrong about cigars, in your opinion?
Oh, you're breaking up bad on me, man. What's one thing people get wrong
About cigars, in your opinion?
about cigars?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think people mistake Maduro for a lot of strength. And unfortunately, it does not necessarily mean a lot of strength. Okay. What I always try to tell people is this: you have people that are working at those cigar shops, at those cigar lounges. Listen to the humidor attendants. They have probably smoked 90, if not 95% of the cigars that are actually inside the humidor. So they're better able to tell you what an actual dark leaf cigar wrapper can actually give you, right? Because it also goes into the blend of the cigar. So that's where I think a lot of people do get that wrong, because I can give you a Maduro cigar that is absolutely phenomenal and soft, and it has a lot of flavor. There's no strength to it. But then I can give you a Connecticut that'll blow your head off. So it's a lot of things like that, man. People definitely miss that.
That's true. That's word. That's word. That's word.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think a lot of people, because I've heard so many people before say that when they see a cigar that has a darker wrapper than the other, like, oh well, automatically that's a strong cigar. But that doesn't always mean that. It doesn't
No.
always mean that. So it's definitely is worth asking about that type of cigar. If especially if you're at a lounge and they know exactly what they're talking about. Uh-oh. Leo went out on me. Anyways, listen, for those who are if you are with us right now, if you're joining with us, what are you smoking? I'm smoking the emissary, the Macanudo emissary, España. I'm smoking the España. So let me know. Drop down in the comment section what you're smoking, what you're drinking, if you are. I'm sure Leo will be right back. I think his iPad probably died on him. Yeah, he's back.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah, Leo.
That's what I need to do. I don't know why I'm sideways. I'm not even drunk yet.
It's all good, man. Let me see if I can fix your landscape because you're coming through and you're super like you're on the side.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, while we're at it, I can go ahead and ask you this other question, bro. Um, all right. If you could explain the personality of your brand using only 3 words, what would they be?
The personality of my brand, such as General Cigars,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that, wow, that's a great question, man. Seriously, great
Yo,
question.
yo,
What's going
What's
on?
going on?
what's up, fellas? What's going on?
What's up, bro?
All right, all right.
Ain't nothing to it.
I don't know why I'm sideways, man. I'm trying to work on it myself. But three words describing our company. I would definitely say that we are fierce, um, Fierce is something that we actually use with our sales team, but it also, to me, it describes the entire company. I say that we are aggressive. We have a lot. We've acquired a lot of different companies, so I think that is pretty aggressive, right? And I would probably have to say, I believe it or not, I would say that we're steadfast. We're steadfast because we are slow and steady. We understand what's going on. We see the industry for what it is and how we can add value to it. So yeah, I would say that we're steadfast.
That sounds good. That sounds good right there, man. All right, so this is my boy. This is Stick God Travels, Mr. Justin. This my boy. I'm telling you, he's out there in Atlanta.
Yes, sir. What's going on, brother?
Right on. Where you at, man?
I'm out in Conyers. Out in Conyers. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, right on. Okay, I'm not. Well,
no,
I'm on literally the opposite side of town. I'm in Douglasville.
Oh yeah, you straight shot.
Straight shot.
Yeah.
You straight up. Yeah, you straight down the road.
Right down that 20.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What you smoking, Justin?
Right now I'm smoking a firecracker.
You are my guy. You are my guy. Talk to me about this cigar. What do you think? What do you think?
Well, I mean, I'm just getting into this one, but I did review it. It was a bit of a nutmeg bomb for me. Coming out, had a nice bit of an earthiness. Now I like nutmeg, so that's right. That's the right spice for me. Nutmeg, cinnamon neighborhood. That's the right spice for me. It gave me a bit of a fruitcake essence. It had a little bit of nuttiness to it. It had a little bit of the dried fruit in there that you would want. So yeah, it was a decent cigar for me. Now my favorite,
the Bottle Rocket was a limited run for us earlier in the year, and that thing sold out so fast, I could not believe it.
Yeah, I made sure to get my hands on some of them when they came out, man, because like I said, I like the firecracker initially, but this one right here, yeah, I like this one a little bit better.
Leo,
very flavorful.
Can you see your camera and see if you can fix your camera?
Me?
Let me see.
I'm talking about Leo, cause Leo's side he's sideways.
Oh, okay. Is it what you shooting on? Is it an Osmo?
iPad.
Okay.
I might have to go back out and go back in.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a decent cigar for me, man. Yeah, the Snake.
Man, I enjoyed the egg rolls.
The egg rolls is good, yeah.
Those were my joints. The egg rolls were my joints, bro. I was smoking egg rolls.
Yeah, a lot of people say that they like the egg rolls. Yeah, a lot of people say they like the egg rolls. Those are ones that are actually being missed now. I get a lot of requests. Hey, you guys still got the egg rolls? I'm like, no, sorry about that. Look, man, I'm gonna go out and try to come back in and see if this camera changes.
Okay. And the home movies wasn't that bad either. Did you try those? The dad's home movies?
You know what? I didn't. Cause then they have the dad bod, the dad's home movie. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to try none of those, bro. I did not get
the home movies wasn't bad. I was balancing between this and the session. I really wanted to get the session, but I was like, I got some of these. Let me go and pull some of these out of session. That's my gig right there,
bro. See, a lot of people missed out on that one because they were like, I don't know why this cigar was overlooked by a lot of people. That cigar, I don't know either, bro. That's really a good cigar.
It is.
Let's see, hold on. Let's see, Leo. Let's see, Leo camera. Okay, there it is. There it is.
It worked.
It's good.
Look, I put the field goal hands up, right? I need Georgia Tech to do something right now. They getting killed 21-0.
Oh man.
Tech.
Tech.
Oh
Pitt.
man.
Ooh. Hey man, listen. My school, my alma mater, they beat the number one in the SWAC. You know what I'm saying today. I'm proud of them.
As you should be.
The Texas Southern University.
Yeah,
You know
all
what
right.
I'm
We'll
saying?
let you have that.
Hey, man. Hey, man. We're talking
We'll give
about
you a
let
little
me
bit of that.
have it.
We'll drink to that.
Oh, that's crazy work, man. That's crazy. See, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. My HBCU is the best HBCU, hands down, period.
To you.
Okay.
Understood.
Oh, that's crazy work, man. That's crazy work.
Understood.
That's crazy work, man. Y'all supposed to be my boys, man. Y'all
Oh, you know, I mean,
I support you.
Yeah.
I support you. I just listen, man. I don't jump on no bandwagon. That's the only problem with me.
All right, I guess I'll let y'all have that one. Man. Now
you my man. Yeah, you know you my man 100 grand, but it's all been the state over here all day, every day. Golden Rams, baby. It's all been the state.
Hey, man. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind Albany, man. Albany's cool. I don't mind Albany.
I'm from the river, bro.
All right, so check it out, Leo. We got another question for you.
Okay.
So, let's see. Now, what we want to know is this right here. So, we're gonna talk about sales, strategy, and stories. Okay. So, what we want to know is
sales,
what's the
strategy, and storage.
And stories.
Stories.
Okay. All right.
So the question is, what's the funniest or craziest sales call you've ever been on? If you have one.
So when you say sales call, are you talking about within the company or from a customer?
Either one.
Yeah. They could be going into a lounge.
No,
restock,
I recently just had it recently happened yesterday. So of course, one of our brands that we have is Cohiba, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you see this, right, that's my company. I sell that no matter where you see it in the world, right? So I literally had a customer text me and said, Leo, do you have these? Is this something that you sell? So typically I would text back, but I had to do this. So I jumped on the phone and I said, hey, that does say Cohiba, right? They said, yeah. I said, do you forget that I sell Cohiba? How do you not associate Cohiba with me? It's just unbelievable. I don't get it.
Exactly, especially that name.
Cohiba.
And sent me a picture.
Yeah.
Sent me a picture of this.
That's crazy.
That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work.
Crazy.
Now, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. So I was on TikTok one day. I had a discussion, you know, with some cigar guys that was on there. You know, we just chilling. And so it was a lady. She told me she was a veteran, and so we were talking about the differences in the New World Cohiba and Cuban Cohiba, and so she was like, yeah, my dad smokes Cohiba all the time, and there is no New World Cohiba. I said, huh? I said, what?
That's funny.
She said there is no New World Cohiba. Like, she was like, the cigar because I at the time I was smoking the Reserva Azul. That's what I was smoking, and so she was telling me that's a Cuban cigar. I said, hey, I have a question. So, do Cuban cigars have any type of Nicaraguan tobacco in it, or Dominican tobacco, Honduran tobacco? the Cuban cigars come with that? She said, yeah. Like, I'm not stupid. Yes. I said, oh, okay. Oh,
She
all
meant
right.
that.
You're not stupid.
No, you're not.
Obviously, I'm the stupid one because I didn't know this. Obviously, I'm the stupid
Right.
one. But basically
Yep.
she was trying to argue with me over a New World Cohiba not ever being in existence. Like, that's not real. And I was like, okay. I said, do me a favor, look up a New World Cohiba and a Cohiba in a Cuban Cohiba. She looked it up. She's like, oh, this is fake news. This isn't right.
Oh
This
my
isn't
gosh,
right.
she
I
hit
said,
you with
okay.
the fake news.
I
No,
said,
no,
I
come
give
on
up.
now.
I give up.
Not the fake news.
I give up. I give up.
That's
I
funny.
give up.
That's
I
funny.
said, you
That
win.
is funny.
You win. You got it. You win. I lose. I don't care
Fake
no
news.
more. I don't care
Fake
no
news.
more. If that's fake news, then cool. I didn't know there was a lot of just fake news like that going around in the cigar community about New Worlds and Cubans. I didn't know that. Okay, you got it. You win, ma'am. You win.
Yeah.
You
Just
got it.
you got any questions to ask Leo,
Look,
man?
she was adamant about that too.
Bro, like,
She
listen,
hit
like
you
she got
with the
mad, bro.
argument.
She literally got mad, like, you motherfucker, like she was cussing me out. I'm like, damn,
Okay,
I
yeah.
gotta be a motherfucker for that. That's
Wow.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Motherfuck you.
All right, Leo, let me ask you. I'm gonna throw a crazy one out here. What's an unpopular cigar opinion that you stand by? An unpopular cigar opinion.
You froze up on me. Say it again. What's an unpopular?
Yeah, what's an unpopular cigar opinion that you stand by? It might be unpopular with everybody else, but you like, yo,
Hey, he landed on your thick, boy.
I do this.
Well, for me, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, right?
Right.
That's one of the things I try not to get into. I don't get into opinion arguments about cigars. It's just like telling somebody you should smoke this cigar versus this cigar, right? An unpopular opinion about cigars. I mean, I don't know. I mean, let's circle back to that one because I. Like the incident that Fred had, right? I walk away from that conversation. As soon as you say there is no New World Cohiba, I say, okay, I'm done. So yeah.
But it's not.
I gotta think about this. I gotta think about this.
But I don't want you to think it's heavy as a question the way you're trying to take sides and like that. It could be something as simple as humidity, what you store your cigars, or anything. It could be something like humidity or something like that. It's not like a picking sides type thing. But we're gonna circle back to that one. I got another one for you.
Well, if I'm hearing you right, then one of the things I could say is people believe that if they get a 60 or 70 ring gauge cigar at $10, that it's a better smoke, right? And what a lot of people don't realize is that the bigger the cigar, the more filler that you're actually getting. You're not getting as much flavor, right? So that's probably one of the biggest things I'd actually say, because especially here in the Southeast where we are, Justin, there's a lot of big ring gauge smokers out here, man. And they just love the big ring gauges, man. So I just let them have it, bro.
Yeah. And that is interesting too, with the type of humidity we got down here. It's crazy. It's crazy. But
wait. So they out there smoking donkey dicks out there in Atlanta, bro?
We don't call them that,
but 100%, bro.
Hey, they getting it in, bro. It's popular.
That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work. They smoking 190, 100 ring gauges out there. That's what they doing?
Yeah.
That's crazy work, bro. Listen, I've done that one time, bro. And I'm never doing it again. As a matter of fact, go all the way back. You know what? I think that's back when me, you, and it was a couple other people on a live, Leo, during COVID times, and I smoked I smoked the Woody.
You smoked the Woody, dog?
Yeah, bro, I did.
But that's different, right?
Yeah.
That's different though. That's not a 60, 70, 80, 90 ring gauge. You know what I'm saying? That's different. That's just a long ass smoke. That's really what it is.
And it ain't something you're gonna do on a regular basis either. Like they smoking them on regular basis out here. So yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know if people, you know, kind of, some people may equate it with status or whatever, or some people just think the bigger the cigar, you know, the cooler I look, or some people just like big cigars. You know what I mean? It's everybody got their own thing to it, which is cool. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of it that goes on in the South. That's real.
That shit crazy work, dog. Shit crazy.
Listen, let me tell you that. Let me tell you this. As a sales rep, I'm a sell the people what they want.
That's right. I don't blame you. Every time.
Hey, I feel it. Hey, we're talking about Terrence. Talking about Terrence with the lunatics. Because he always smoked them big ass lunatics, bro. Listen, wait. Yeah. Okay, I gotta be honest. I don't care what nobody says. The lunatic torch. The lunatic torch, the shaggy foot one, that's a slept-on cigar. That's a really good cigar, and it's not a strong cigar. In my opinion.
Listen, I don't kick no cigar out of nobody's mouth.
For real. Well, let me ask you: is it a certain like variety of tobacco or a certain cigar that you wish people appreciated more? Like you wish you saw more of out there?
I'm sorry, man. You broke up on me.
Is it a certain type of like cigar or tobacco variety that you wish, you know, people knew about or appreciated more? Whether it be a type of, you know.
I would definitely say Ecuador and Sumatra. That is a tobacco that gives you flavor. It gives you some sweetness. It gives you some earthiness. It goes well as a wrapper or binder. That is a tobacco that is well. I think a lot of cigars could use that tobacco. You know, there are plenty of cigars that actually use it, right? But people need to understand what that taste actually is. And one of the things I would love to be able to do is actually be able to get that actual tobacco and roll it and smoke it with people, so that they really understood what it is. Because when you put it with other tobaccos, whenever you're blending and stuff like that, it can add or take away at the same time, depending on what it is that you're blending. So that's one tobacco I really wish people would get a better understanding about. Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about pairings, because of the fact that you are, to me, and for me, as long as I've been knowing you, you have always been very, very adamant and passionate, especially when it comes to cigar pairings. So your favorite pairing of all time would be what? If you had to just pick your one cigar pairing, what would it be?
Listen, man, I work for General Cigars. Okay, don't do this.
So don't back me in that corner like that.
Don't do this. You trying to help me? Are you trying to help me?
No.
No.
Look, you can stick with your brand. Stick with your brand you work for.
No. So, you know, one of my favorite cigars out of our brands, all our brands, is actually France, the one I'm smoking right now, right? There's a lot of different varieties of liquid that you can actually taste with this, right? Or pair with this. So one would be I would say a wheated bourbon, okay, with this. You can also do a Bordeaux with this. And if you want to go with beer, I would probably say something more line of a single IPA. And I would actually come down a little bit to probably do a Hefeweizen with it, because of the sweetness that's actually in this cigar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for those, because I know we do have quite a few guys who stopped drinking. They're no longer drinking any spirits. So like, would you say, because I know you do not just spirits, but you also do non-alcoholic beverages as well. So if you talk about a type of soda, would it be like a cream soda, something of that sort that would pair well?
So to take it back a little bit, I did a review for somebody we both know a while back, and I put a cigar with a Dr. Pepper. He was pissed with me
I remember
until he
that.
tried it, right?
Right.
Okay.
So the thing about Dr. Pepper is this: if you can envision the can, it has how many flavors in it?
This is like 23 spices or something like that.
23 flavors. Yep.
Yeah.
So you get a good variety by trying a Dr. Pepper with almost any cigar.
I agree with that.
Listen,
Absolutely.
Leo, I gotta be honest with you, bro. When you said how many flavors, my mind went straight to that song. I got 32 flavors. That don't mind me, okay? Because I went
What
straight
song
to
was it?
I went straight to Crime Mob. All right.
Yo.
I got 32. Listen, don't mind me, bro. Don't
He
mind
ready
me.
to start vibing in here.
My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
My
We need the
bad.
background music now.
For real.
Oh, shit. Jesse, you got something else you want to ask, brother Leo?
Yeah, man. Just like when taking your journey, going into, the rep side of it, the managerial side of it, what would you say starting out? What made you go the direction that you did? Like starting out being a smoker, saying that I want to go into the lounges, I want to deal with tobacconists. What sparked that passion?
Well, very similar to what you said. I mean, I was smoking cigars. I was in a lot of different cigar lounges and stuff like that. That's really what sparked it, is by going to the lounges and seeing what's going on. See the entire environment, man, with the customers that are there, the people that are working behind the counters. What it takes to actually do the inventory and run inventory and sales and all of that stuff. I mean, I've been in sales pretty much all my life outside of the military, so I've always been in sales. So for me, it was combining passion with, we can call it a job, right?
Okay.
So for me, it's all love for me. So a lot of people ask me, they say, do you like your job? And the first thing I tell people is that I don't have a job. I love what I do. I never work a day in my life. Yeah. I mean, look at me now. I'm on an interview with y'all two, right? I loved what I do. You wouldn't call me if you didn't believe in what I'm doing, right? So that's what I try to tell people. Working in the lounge really set a path for me that I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Fred knows this. I have visions of having my own cigar lounge one day, right? That vision hasn't left. If General ever decides to get rid of me, then that might be the next process, right? So, but I had essentially what happened with me, to kind of make the story come full circle, is that when I decided to come into the cigar industry, I said that I'm going to do it backwards, right?
Okay.
So I wanted to own my own cigar lounge. Most people say, you know what, let me go get this money. Let me go open up this cigar lounge. And you have zero idea what the hell you're doing, right? You think because you smoke in a cigar lounge, because you smoke cigars, that you know what it's like to run a lounge. You don't, right? I've run into a lot of people with that. I've helped some people with their cigar lounges as well, right? To get them acclimated to how this thing actually works. So I started out writing reviews. Then I went to having my own talk show, having my own cigar pairing classes in business. And then I started working in the lounge. When I was working in the lounge, people say, you need to open up a lounge. And I said, no, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing yet. There's time that goes into this. There's understanding of everything that goes on the backside of everything when it comes to a business.
Right.
When you don't understand how to run a business, you can't even open a cigar lounge. Yep. So those are things that I had to think about before I got anywhere. into what it is that I'm doing now.
Can dig it.
Hey man, let me tell you something. I remember times me and Leo during COVID, me and Leo, we would smoke a cigar together and we would smoke it on Zoom, because that's, that was before the StreamYard and all that stuff at the time. So, Zoom was popping. That's where everybody would get on Zoom and just have a smoke session. And so me and Leo, we would get on there and we would talk about just different cigars and what we thought, and talk about pairings, talk about all this stuff. And Leo was one of those guys, like he, a lot of the guys that we would talk to, they mainly just paired cigars with nothing but just spirits. They didn't and if they went non-alcoholic, it would just be water. But Leo was thinking on his mindset when it came to pairings with cigars was on a whole different level. And a lot of people did not believe him. They were like, bro, this, like, we were talking to Rockstar.
Yeah.
So it's a guy named Cigar Rockstar. Rockstar didn't believe him when it came to certain pairings, when it came to that were non-alcoholic, that would actually be really good with your cigar. So Rockstar went ahead and he tried it for himself. Once he did, he was like, all right, bro, my bad. All right, you got it. Like, all right, I can do that. I can do that, because in some instances, if you're not a drinker, you know what I'm saying, you have to find something. If you're a cigar smoker, you have some people that that they don't like certain bourbons or whatever, but they find that okay, well, listen, if I pair my cigar with this macchiato, I can open up a whole new flavor. I'll go open a whole new flavor in this cigar that I never got before. And so that's one thing I loved about Leo, because he did his classes for everybody, even if they weren't drinkers. Like, you didn't have to be a drinker to join one of his classes. And he was very, very hands-on with everybody and helping people like really build their palate. He was really big on, what I'm saying? And he still is really big on smoking everything, building your own palate, and finding out what you like for yourself. That's my.
I appreciate that too, Fred. The other thing too about cigar pairings is a couple of different things. One is that you want to make sure that you have a good, clean palate, right? That does everything for what it is that you're about to do, smoking or drinking, right? Along with that is a lot of people make the fatal mistake, in my personal opinion, is that they'll try a new cigar for the first time and then they'll put a liquor with it, or a beer or wine. It's like, listen, you haven't even tasted the damn cigar yet. Get to know the cigar first, right? That's the most important piece, because what goes into pairings, there's two things. There's contrast and then there's complementary, right? And the way I always like to say it is that, peanut butter and jelly is going to be your contrast, and pairing is going to be very even across the board. I mean, so you want to make sure that you understand what's going on with all aspects, because that's what actually happened to me. That's what got me into cigar pairings. I had a bad experience, right? And I'm not gonna. Well, I can say the name of the cigar. So it was AJ Fernandez. It was the one that he collabed with Monte Cristo. It's the long white band. And I was drinking a Stella Artois with it, right? And I said, this is horrible. So I started looking up the blend of the cigar, and I looked up the makeup of the Stella Artois. So the way my brain works, and don't ask me how it works, right? But the way my brain works, I said, you know what? I got some Johnny Walker Black in the house. And believe it or not, that was a fantastic pairing. Fantastic. So you want to make sure that you understand what the cigar is doing, what the makeup is, what the blend is, and even is it your palate, right? It may not even be your palate. So if it's not your palate, definitely don't put anything with it. You can do it once you get maybe about a third of the way in, and then see what happens. Again, some cigars, they transition thirds, right? Second, third, and last third, right? So you just want to make sure what you're doing with it, man. But smoke the cigar first. That's what I always tell people. And listen, water is your friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I always gotta have something right by you.
for
Yeah.
sure. Oh well, damn. I don't have none right by me, but
But
it's in
yeah.
there. It's in there somewhere. My water.
And I
If you
dig
got ice,
that though, because go ahead.
I'll say if you got ice in your glass, that is water.
That's it. Especially down here.
Yep.
If it
Yo,
ain't,
so
it
it's
won't be.
me,
It
Beezy.
will be for long.
Yeah.
Right. So it's me, Beezy. I love that statement. Right. I love having coffee with my cigar. Here's the
Mm-hmm.
other thing about coffee. Right. Most people put sugar and cream in their coffee. Don't do it. Drink black coffee
No.
with your cigars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or listen, and if you need if for some people they like a little sweetness in their cigar. I mean, in their coffee. What I do, if you have a sweet tooth, and this is really it's natural, use honey.
Yeah.
Use honey.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've done before. It's not bad, and it doesn't take away from the coffee itself.
Yeah.
Now unless you just don't drown your coffee with honey, then you got a problem. But just put a little honey inside your coffee, and it works the same way.
Mm-hmm. And I dig that, man, because
Something
like a lot
something
of the
recent I was
things.
told too is I'm sorry, go ahead, Justin.
No, go ahead, Leo. Go ahead.
I said one of the things I've been recently told is to do agave inside my coffee if you want some
Agave too,
sweetness.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh yeah. But
Got a
that's one of
question
the
from.
things that kind of got
Oh,
me going like with parents too. I like to one of my hobbies was get puros and find coffees that were grown in the same soil or near the same regions, and just to see and compare, the taste in the coffee, black coffee, like you said, and the taste that I'm getting from the actual blends on the actual tobaccos on the cigar. Dominican, I was talking with Dave about that. Dominican coffee, you know, I haven't found anything Blue Mountain yet. Jamaican tobacco that's not flavored, but
yeah.
any of that type of stuff, man. Nicaraguan coffee. I got one in there now that's a Sumatra that Starbucks makes. You know, excellent,
Mm-hmm.
excellent. But just pairing those, man, you can actually taste the similarities, coming from, basically seed to cup, seed to roll. Like real.
So
That's facts, bro.
that's go ahead.
Shout out to RJL, man. Shout out to RJL. So he has a question. Have you ever had a moment when your palate is shot and all cigars taste the same? Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
Yes.
Most
I have.
definitely have been there. Most definitely have
And
been there.
let me tell you the best thing to do for that one. Stop smoking for about a week. It's the best thing to do. And I've had it happen multiple times, and that once I get to that point, it's like, you know what? And even me as a rep, man, I just say, you know what? I'm not smoking. Some of the accounts or some of the stores and stuff like that, they're
Mhm.
like, you're not smoking? I'm like, no, my cigars aren't tasting the same. And one of my
Right.
it's happened recently, even with this cigar right here. This cigar is my absolute freaking favorite out of all of our lines, right? When this cigar starts tasting like blah, it's time for me to stop. Your palate is shot.
Yep.
I feel that. I feel that for sure. What's up, 1T Matt? 1T Matt in the building. I
Man,
appreciate
what's
that,
good?
man.
Now I'm
I
gonna tell you
appreciate that.
something too that I got kind of it might fall under the unpopular opinion category for some people. But I believe that sometimes, number one, yeah, cleansing with the water is definitely that's number one. But sometimes you have to shock your palate, right? I sometimes smoke an infused cigar, and that resets my palate. And a lot of people don't understand how that happens, but it's the actual shock that your
Oh yeah.
palate is getting. Yeah, because now your taste buds are scrambling
Did you
trying to
say
find
infused?
something different. Yeah.
You said infused cigars?
I
Well,
was
the other thing
smoking an
about
infused cigar to
infused
reset my
cigar is
palate.
that the other thing about infused cigars is that you get that sweetness, right? So
Hmm.
that's the bigger piece that's happening with the palate. So sometimes even if your palate is shot, you think, or what is it? You really can't you can't distinguish The difference is sometimes sugar by itself can actually do that for the palate.
Yeah.
So that's probably what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that lemon
shock, that natural shock that is given is making those taste buds scramble and look for something different. Like you said, that different being the sugar. A lot of times I do that, you know what I mean, and then come back, you know, the next day or a couple of days later to, you know, my regular blends, and then it's just like, yo, I'm back.
So that last that last comment that you put up, I advise people not to use lemon. Okay. The reason I advise people not to use lemon is because lemon has so much acid in it, is that it actually destroys the tongue whenever you're trying to do anything else, right? So that's the reason why people say, you know, don't eat too many lemons or don't eat too many strawberries and things like that, because it's very high in acid. So you don't want to do that. What I advise people to do is actually use a lime wedge. A lime wedge is it's a lot different. Okay, it's a lot different. So it's very easy to get your palate set with a lime.
That's word right there.
Well, man, Leo dropping gems on here. I hope y'all got your notebooks out. Dropping jewels on here. All right. Y'all write this down.
Look, Justin, I know we don't know each other that well, but Fred will tell you I can do this in my sleep, brother.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I can dig it. For real.
Need to try and infuse. Hey, listen. Try it out and see how it works for you.
Yeah, see how it works for you. I mean, you might be surprised, you know. You might be surprised, but it works for me a lot.
And you know what? You know, I'll tell you this. Another jewel, as you call it, Justin. There are more men who smoke flavored cigars than women.
I can see that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Trust me, I've seen it all before. I've definitely seen it all before, man. I've seen a lot of guys smoke the groovy blues.
Groovy blues, yep.
And I mean, hey, to each his own. If that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking you at all.
Smoke what you want to smoke. It's your power. It's your money. I'm not telling you what to do with it.
Yeah.
But make sure there's no thing behind.
Creating your experience.
Look, I thought Fred had some ghosts or something behind him.
That's the folks, man. They working. Y'all go ahead. Y'all, everybody, if let us know what you're smoking down in the comments. Let me know what you let me know what you're drinking, all that stuff.
Absolutely, man. Y'all tap in. Let us know what's going on. But yeah, so Douglasville. How long you been out in Douglasville?
I don't live out in Douglasville. I'm out here at the Cigar Box. I live in Smyrna. I've been living in Smyrna for 4 years now since I've been here or been back.
Okay.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. A lot of nice spots out there. I like Patio, Chateau. A lot of spots out there. That's nice, man. That's nice. So one of the things that you know I try to talk to, you know, owners and stuff about when I go into lounges is you got a lot of lounges that, you know, I know the biggest thing you want to get the product out of there. You don't want it to sit on the shelf. But I like to see bigger libraries, bigger humidors. You know what I mean? More vast humidors, more choices. Like a lot of places that I see, especially in my area, it's a lot of the same thing. A lot of legacy brands, and I get it. Especially if it's a lounge just starting out, they want to put out what's going to sell. I get that wholeheartedly. But I just like, you know, I feel like it's certain people that I feel like you put yourself in a box when you do that. Because there's a lot more educated cigar smokers than people think. And not saying that a lot of people are uneducated, but a lot of people tend to just stick with that one cigar. They don't want to get outside of their wheelhouse. A lot of people don't understand boutique cigars, things like that. But what I like to see, I love going into a humidor and seeing just an array of everything, top to bottom. So, yeah, that's one of my biggest things.
There's a concept 80-20.
Mm.
80% mainstream legacy, 20% boutique.
Mm-hmm.
The reason for that is, as the story as the story is known, is that a boutique company can come in today and be gone tomorrow, right? So you don't know if you're ever going to be able to get that product back again and again and again, right? But the
Right.
legacy and mainstream brands, they have been proven, and they're going to be there. And that's one of the hardest things that you cannot stay away from. You know, there's a couple of places that I know of that are in my territory. They have actually done the exact opposite: 80% boutique, 20% mainstream, and now they're changing their philosophy, right? So you just got to understand what people are looking for, what people are used to. There's this thing that's in every last human being. There's something that's called fear. Fear
Yeah.
will drive you in a bunch of different directions, right?
Yeah.
So you can try doing 80% boutique, 20% mainstream and legacy, and then you're gonna get real scared. Like, why am I not making any money? What do I need to do? And that fear is gonna drive you to go in the direction that you should.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I think in most lounges, in the case that you're talking about, I think most lounges do have a good variety. There are some boutique brands that are out there that people don't realize that they are boutiques, right? There's this thing out there about what is a boutique company and how many cigars do they make or how much money do they make. You know, the thing about it to me is that, are they still around? And if they're still around, keep buying. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what as far as that goes, like with the boutique brands, like what's your definition on that? You know, on what you would call a boutique brand. I know they say it's like 1 million or less cigars a year, but I know in some places they thump more than other cigars. So can you really define it just as that, or is that just putting a number on it? More as in a fault. Makes sense to you.
You kind of broke up on me, but I think if I understand you right, is that you're asking what makes a boutique company to me.
Yeah.
So what I look at is, you're small. It's like mom and pop stores, right? You're small,
Mm-hmm.
okay? You have a certain amount of cigars that you're going to create in a year, and that's what you're going to have. You know, I mean, if it's under 1 million, then sure, you're going to be considered boutique. You know, I mean, because as you and I, all three of us know, is that it takes a lot to make a cigar, right?
Yeah.
And to do that repeatedly on a consistent basis, to where you're shipping all the time, that takes a lot. You know, you can say 1 million cigars is small. You can say 1 million cigars is large. You know, for that small company, 1 million cigars is a lot, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
but are they boutique? Yeah, they are, compared to the rest of what's going on with the industry, right? The rest of the
Right.
companies. So yeah, you're going to be considered small. You're going to be considered boutique.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm back. Oh, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. We see some people got an upsetters rude
Cigars of
boy.
smoke. What's
We
going
got
on?
The rude
AZ.
boy.
Shout out to AZ.
That's
Shout out
Yeah.
to AZ. We got the
That's my
Hemingway
girl, yeah.
bestseller.
bestseller.
Oh,
Okay,
another
with
one
the Padron.
for Leo. Have you answered this one yet, Leo?
Leo, with all cigars you have in your catalog, does it get overwhelming at times? Great question. I love that question. So, if you were on from the very beginning, you heard me say that I work for PDR Cigars, small company, boutique company, right? I then went to CLE, Asylum, and Aurora Cigars, medium-sized company, and now I'm with General Cigars. So the portfolio that we have, I can't say that it was overwhelming, right? Because if you remember earlier in the show, I talked about my entire journey that got me here. So I've smoked a lot of cigars. I smoked a lot of General Cigar products in the beginning anyway, right? So what was very daunting for me was understanding how how the actual cigars and how the company came together needed to work to be able to sell. That was the overwhelming part for me, right? So, yes, we have a lot in our catalog, right? A lot, or portfolio. And, you know, with just one brand, we have 40 cigars, right? In just one brand. So, and then you add 5 more on top of that, yes, it can become very, very daunting. Yeah, it definitely was overwhelming as a salesperson to come into this company and be able to sell. Yes.
That was a really, really great question. We have
It
another
was.
one here. We have another one here from Isme Beezy. So what do y'all think about those cigar infusing contraptions where you can infuse them with tequila, whiskey, and bourbon? I've seen coffee and stout beers. He's even seen coffee and stout beers. What y'all think about it?
Well, on a long-time smoker's journey and being in the industry, I kind of compare that to a brewery, right? Brewers, they make beers for a purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
They make different styles of beers for a purpose, right? So as far as the infusing part, what I'm trying to get at is if that's what you want to do, go for it, right? Uh, I don't necessarily like it myself, but it is something that gets done. Some people are more successful at, excuse me. Some people are more successful at it than others, but that's something that you're not going to see around a lot. That's the one thing that I can say.
Mm-hmm.
That's where. What you think about it though, Justin?
Yeah, as for me, I'm not a big fan of it. I kind of like to put one foot before the other, one foot after the other. You know, I like to taste the cigar and then sip the whiskey, or sip the bourbon and then taste the cigar. I've never been really big on like cognac infused cigars or just any kind of whiskey infused cigar. So yeah, it's just never been a thing for me. Not at all.
I
What
feel
about you, Fred?
I feel the same way. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I only had one cigar that was infused, and it was infused with Hennessy Pure White, and it came from a friend of mine had took a cruise to Jamaica, and it was a cigar, and she was like, "I know you smoke cigars." This was like a long time ago, and it was infused, but not infused because like of course you could taste the flavors. It was blended very, very well. It was blended very well. It wasn't one of those super, super infused cigars like the ones that you see when you walk in the humidor, Crown Apple,
Yeah,
it wasn't one of
yeah.
those. It wasn't one of those.
Right.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was definitely a good cigar. And I mean, that's the only one out of the ones that, because I can be honest with you, bro. What I could afford back when I first started smoking, I went the infused route. I've smoked the Javas. I've smoked, I've smoked those cigars, and I mean for a time it helped me get into more, building my palate up more into premium tobacco, and
Mm-hmm.
so that's when I started getting into my Nub Cameroons, my Charter Oaks, the Perdomos, and getting into building my palate up into that. So I didn't get into Cohiba and getting into General Cigar, like a lot of General Cigar brands, until shit. When I got when I had my first CAO, Amazon Basin, 2013 or 14. Think it was one of those, and it blew me
14.
away. It was 2014, and it blew me away because I was like, "Oh, this what I've been missing on," and I ain't never looked back, Jack. So that's what it
Yeah.
was. That's what it was, man. So, yeah, I mean, to each his own with it. You have certain like you have Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace, of course, they make their they make their bourbon, but they also have their the Buffalo Trace cigar as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's really whatever. I'm not particularly I'm not into it like that. But hey, other people like it, then hey, who am I to say don't smoke that shit? If you like it, if the shit is selling, hey, that's all. I mean,
That's it.
if you like it, I'm not gonna argue with you about it.
Right.
So,
As long as you creating your experience, that's what it's
yeah,
all about. Your
that's what it's all
experience is
about.
your experience.
All right, so
I'm not kicking a cigar out your mouth.
No, the only wrong way to smoke a cigar is how somebody else told you to smoke it. You enjoy the cigar how you want to enjoy it.
let's
That's
see
real.
what RH you smoke your cigars at. So, brother Camacho asks, "What RH do you smoke your cigars at, Leo?" You heard me, Leo?
No, you're breaking up, breaking up bad on me.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna bring the question back up. What RH do you smoke your cigars at, Leo?
Say it again.
What RH do you smoke your cigars at?
So, what I advise people about relative humidity is you have to do it with your climate. Okay, across the country we have different climates, right? Florida is going to be different than Washington State, okay, which is going to be different than Texas, right? So, it's not because of where I live, I pretty much keep my humidity right at about 70 because of where I live. I mean, if you live in the mountains, you want to go a little bit higher, right? You want to probably do it at 72. If you live in more of a controlled climate such as Florida, you might want to do 69. You know, maybe even you could probably do 65 down in Florida, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I try to advise people. It's all about where you live. But yeah, I keep mine about 70.
Yeah.
I feel that, bro. This is coming from AZ. What I don't know what he's talking about. Now, AZ is very, very critical of a lot of things.
If AZ is saying what I think he's saying, you know, there's a company out there called Conscious Cigars that has a cigar that's called Sugar Mama. And it's a flavored cigar, or it's flavored or infused. If that's what you're asking, AZ, we have flavored cigars. We have flavored cigars with CAO. We have flavored cigars with Macanudo. So yes, we do have flavored cigars if that's where you're going.
Let's see. What are the advantages? AZ, you can message me, bro. AZ said he got to infuse cigars with dark thoughts. Like, you got to.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That's
all right,
different.
AZ, I see where you at.
Yeah, listen, we love AZ. AZ is like he's our imaginary sponsor.
I need these people to ask some questions, man. Let's get it going.
Bro, listen, AZ is our imaginary sponsor. Shout out to AZ.
Ooh, I got an in-house question.
What's up?
Which is, which CAO is my favorite? I would have to say the Flathead 554. Now, all the Flatheads are the exact same blend. Obviously, they're different sizes. But I'm almost too pure as a purist when it comes to smoking cigars and tobacco. That's the reason I like the 554, because I think that it gives me the most flavor.
It's the best ratio of wrapper by filler.
100%.
But the Lancero gives the most power.
Yes, the 642 is the most powerful, which is the Lancero, which the gentleman here was saying. It is the most powerful and most flavorful as well. Yep.
AZ has a question here. He said, how do you grade Connecticut wrappers across so many brands?
I grade him like I grade Maduros. If I think he's going where I think he's going, there are some great Connecticut cigars, right? Unfortunately, you have to smoke them. Some don't give you enough flavor. Some, as they say, taste like paper, right? But you have to smoke through Connecticut cigars to be able to understand them. And I think that that's where a lot of people don't do. People, especially here in America, right? We look for something that's flavorful. We look for something that's strong. We want some power. And one of the things I always try to explain to people is that if you are that Cuban person, right, that Cuban smoker, you say all our smokers are Cubans. Well, if you put it in your mindset, the profile of a Cuban cigar, it's not full bodied. It's not medium plus even, right? You're going to get more of a mild body cigar, maybe into a medium. So to me, I smoke Connecticut's. I love Connecticut's, right? Some I don't like. So there are plenty of Connecticut cigars out there that are smokable, that give you flavor, some that can even give you power, right? But the leaf itself, I think, is a delicate leaf. It's something that is definitely has to be in the right hands when it's being rolled, so that you can get that pureness, just like a Cuban looks, right? So that's just my thoughts on Connecticut's.
Yeah. And to kind of add to that too, I mean, knowing what country,
All
your
right, I got an
tobacco
in-house
coming
question,
from
and then
has
I got
something to
then
do
I
with it.
got
Go
this
ahead.
question right here with the BX3. So the BX3 came up first. What are my thoughts on the BX3? Smoke it. Smoke it often. So when you talk about Brazilian tobacco, you got Brazilian Maltofina, Brazilian Aparaca all throughout that thing. That's why it's called the BX3. Wrapper binder filler is all Brazilian. Fantastic cigar, man. Fantastic cigar. And I'm sorry, what was the in-house question?
What are your thoughts on the CAO Cameroon? Because I think it's a phenomenal mid-morning powerhouse smoke.
The CAO Cameroon. He says that he believes that it's a great mid-morning smoke
With a lot of power.
with a lot of power, which he's absolutely right. Cameroon tobacco, you have to like Cameroon. It's either you like it or either you hate it. That's the only thing about Cameroon tobacco to me. But the CAO Cameroon is a cigar that I do like. It's not one that I smoke all the time. Probably the one that I do smoke more often than not is going to be the Perfecto. Now that little 4x48 is a power bomb, but also gives you flavor. And I am a flavor person. Obviously, I do a lot of cigar pairings, so I'm always looking for flavor, right? So, but yeah, you get a lot of power and you get a lot of flavor out of that Cameroon. Yes.
Go ahead, Justin.
Now, I was just gonna say, rolling back around to that humidity question. Like you were saying, it's definitely got a lot. When you're living in climates like this, it's definitely got a lot to do with it. But for me, I like to smoke mine between 65 and 68. But if I'm reviewing a cigar, I like it to be between 60, 59 at the lowest, and 62. Because for me, when it's between 59 and 62, I'm able to experience a lot more of the flavors. I'm able to pick out the flavors a lot easier because it's dried just enough to where everything is more. I get a better aroma from the cigar.
I feel that.
So I have to say that I agree with that partially, and I disagree with it partially. Because when you think about when cigars are coming out of the factories, what do you think that percentage of humidity is at?
It's probably way up there.
Well, it's right about
Probably way
72.
up.
72.
Right? Yeah, it's right about 72. So
Throws up on us.
it gains humidity depending on where it's going, right? So I'm not saying that you're wrong for how you want to smoke your cigar and how you want to review the cigar with that humidity. But what I am saying is that the optimal relative humidity is going to be 69 to 70. That's optimal.
Yeah. That's a bet right there, man. Oh, AZ has another question for you there, Leo. He said, do you
I
expect
saw
your
that.
blends? He said,
You expect your blends to improve with age or slowly decline? So this is truly a age question, right? So depending on how long you want to age them, they can get better. Okay, if you age them for a shorter period of time, let's just say 2 years, 3 years, and after that time, they do start to decline, right? Because cigars are made to be smoked when they come from the factory. They've already been aged. That's the first thing. Okay. That's probably one of the other fallacies that's out there, Fred, as you were asking earlier, as far as aging cigars. I I think my oldest cigar that I've aged has been since 2009, and I don't know why I'm holding on to it. Don't ask me. I don't know, right? That thing probably tastes like ass right now, to be honest with you, right? Um, but one of my greatest aged cigars, uh, I think I aged it for 7 years. Now, here's the thing with aging cigars. It's just like when I said also talking about pairing your cigar with something that you, when you haven't smoked it before.
Mhm.
My aging of my cigars, I've smoked them already. So I know what their initial taste is, right? So
Right.
now with me aging them, now I can see what the difference is. That's the bigger part. Age the cigars that you know already.
Right.
Mhm.
And so, Mr. Shout out to Mr. P. Henley. Mr. P. Henley, he wants to know. Well, he's a Maduro man, and he wants to know what are some of your favorite Maduros. Can I look? Wait. Now, if we're gonna talk about General real quick, I got to say one of my favorites, and it comes from
We're going to
Macanudo.
talk about General, sir. I don't know what else we're talking about.
Hey. Now, we can talk about Maduros and different because so many out there. But now, because we have Leo on, I'm gonna stick with Macanudo. Okay, I love the vintage Maduro, the 1997. That for
Okay.
that cigar has been that's one of to me, and this is just for me. That's one of Macanudo's most consistent cigars ever, in my opinion, from my experience. It's an enjoyable cigar, and it's not a strong cigar. For those who think Maduros are strong, that's not a strong Maduro. It has a lot of sweetness to it. So I don't know. You guys, y'all go ahead. I threw mine out there. Y'all go ahead.
Well, yeah. I mean, if we're talking about General, for me, it's it's the session all day long.
CAO
It's the
session.
CAO session for me. That's one of my go tos. That cigar has never done me wrong, no matter what setting I've smoked it in. It's something about it. The broadleaf on that is just done right, and I love that cigar. So absolutely, for me, the CAO session.
Leo.
The Session's a fantastic cigar. Unfortunately, we had to discontinue that one.
Oh,
Um,
Yeah,
bro, it's
I
definitely a
still
good
have
cigar.
some stored in
don't
my
look.
humidor. That
Every time I hear that, it's just like another jab to my heart. It's just like,
well, what I tell a lot of people is, Justin, you might know a guy, right? But
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
still have some in my humidor that I'm aging and gonna let sit for a little while. But yeah, the vintage 1997 Fred, as you were talking about, that is probably one of my most favorites. I also like the Flathead CAO 554. That's another good Maduro.
Yeah.
Also, the Macanudo Inspirado Black. When you look at that cigar on the shelf, it looks like it is going to be strong as hell, but it's not. It has a lot
Smooth.
of dark chocolate to it. It has a lot of espresso notes to it. Not a lot of Lajero in it at all. So that's also one of my other favorites as well. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that Inspirado Black. That's a good one.
Hmm.
I forgot about that one.
Now this from It's Me Beezy. He said, "Did you guys ever see your dads or uncles or any other male figures smoking cigars growing up? I remember when my dad and uncles would be smoking cigars, playing cards. They would kick us kids out." Leo, did
Yeah.
you see the question? He probably didn't even see it. Leo, did you see the
I
No,
don't
question?
have an
no.
answer for that.
I mean, Drew States just did it with the Mortania because I love that scene.
Justin, go ahead.
So yeah, for me, yeah, definitely. I had uncles that smoked pipes and a grandfather that smoked cigar. So that's kind of how my journey started. The sweet smell that I used to get from pipe tobacco as a young man, that vanilla smell, that sweet vanilla smell, I used to love that.
Hmm.
And I kind of got into Black and Miles after that when the journey was in the grassroots stages. So once I figured out, once you start smoking those, you don't smell that anymore. I had to figure out something different. I went to this cake factory one time And that vanilla icing that they had, it was a spot in Albany called the Cakery. They were known for the frosting on their cakes. And that same frosting was the notes that I got off of that frosting. I was the same thing I was smelling in the pipe tobacco, and that I started looking for in cigars. And that's what pushed me into premium cigars and looking for flavor notes. So yeah, I mean, going back to the answer to the question, yeah, uncles and a granddad, yeah, that I saw. Now, yeah, I
Well,
got
for
kicked
me,
out of some rooms too. I
Yeah,
did.
for sure.
yeah,
For sure got kicked out.
I got kicked out of
I
some
got,
rooms.
I got kicked out of room because look, I got kicked out of rooms because my family was playing spades.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
man.
that was a rhyme spade tape, most definitely.
Yeah, that's real right
Yeah.
there.
All that.
That's
But no,
real right there.
I'm honestly the first cigar smoker in my entire family. So I never had anybody as I was growing up smoking cigars. Now I go back to my grandfather. He used to smoke Pall Mall's cigarettes. So, so that's where I actually got my introduction to smoke in general. But no, I'm the first cigar smoker in my family, man.
That's crazy. Now I always when I told this story, I did it was over gas station cigars, and the cigar that my grandfather first picked up was the King Edward. And for those who don't know, King Edward started out making premium cigars. They, before they started becoming machine made. And so back then, my grandfather told me that he snuck into my great grandfather's snuck into his bedroom and grabbed one of his cigars. And when he did, he smoked it. He said he was about 12 years old, and he lit it up, and that cigar, it fucked him up so bad he fell asleep in the hog pen.
Oh yeah.
And Lord rest my grandfather's soul. Lord rest my grandfather's soul. He passed away a couple of years back, and but that story forever lives with me because when I got into doing cigar reviews, my grandfather, he didn't know how to work YouTube at all. But once I figured, how to help him work it out, he would watch it, and he loved watching, the reviews. And when I told the story, he called me. He said, "Thank you." He said, "And if I could ever find those cigars, I'm going to give them to you." And here's the thing, I just found it's a place that has the original box of King Edward cigars, and I asked the guy to hold them for me because I'm going to buy them. I'm going to get them, and it still has the packaging on it. So
Nice.
yeah, so I told him, I told him the story about my grandfather. He said, "Man, listen, I'm going to hold this box for you." I told him out before because I'm going to Louisiana with my wife next week for Thanksgiving. So before we go, I'm gonna go grab that box. And I'm super excited about it because like these are the original cigars. And it's cool as hell, man. So I'm gonna snag that.
Good, man. Do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to do that. I
Oh
always want to
yeah,
have that
man.
remembrance.
Absolutely.
So AZ said, "Why are you not making new release of Basins, not a Añejo?"
They are, aren't they?
So
Coming up.
I guess you're asking why are we not releasing different Amazon Basin and Yehos? I guess that's what I'm taking from this.
I'm guessing that's what he asked.
It's one of those things that goes on with cigar companies, right? When you look at sales, okay, we have to understand why are we making a product, and if the product's not selling, why do I want to keep doing it? Yes, there are plenty of people who love that Amazon Basin and Yeho. Yes, AZ, you're right. But it's like the old saying goes, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, right? So that's what goes on, man. And unfortunately, the Basin is one of our so the Basin is our Liga Privada, if you will, right? It is our Arturo Fuente and Yejos, right? That is our special cigar. The Añejo just didn't make the cut that well. Appreciate that, Basin. The Añejo just didn't make the cut that well, just like some other brands that we have within other cigars within the brands, right? So we were talking concessions no longer going to be made. I hate it. I love the cigar, but it's one of those things that, hey, it wasn't doing well. So it's just one of those things, man. It's just business over money.
Yeah.
Understandable, bro.
Absolutely.
Understandable.
What?
So what I heard was rumor mill. Then I heard that there was supposed to be another one coming out next year.
You say you heard what?
I heard there was supposed to be another Anejo coming out next year. So I guess that was a rumor. Is that a rumor?
You're breaking up on me. I didn't hear the full question or statement.
So I was saying I overheard that there was supposed to be an Anejo coming out for next year. That's what I was referring to. So I guess that's not true.
Yeah, that's a rumor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got an in-house question here. It says, what's the most Ligero forward cigar from our company? I'm gonna have to think about that one. Right now, what I'm gonna say is that it's probably going to be that Macanudo vintage 1997. But I'm still gonna think about it. I'm gonna circle back to that question. I am.
I have a
Follow-up question.
All right. So, of all the cigar lounges,
Okay.
which one do you recommend to people? And I'll
Of all the cigar lounges in the Atlanta area, which one do I recommend to people?
I won't even tell you which one that I use business to manage.
Well, the one thing for me being a rep is, and I say this and I mean it to the bottom of my heart, I love all of my accounts. I love them. And they know it. They see me all the time. They talk to me all the time. They know I love them. Which one do I recommend people? So to answer that question a little bit deeper is that I have to understand, what are you going to the cigar lounge for, right?
Yeah.
Are you going for relaxation? Are you going for music? Are you going for the bar? Because there are a lot of different lounges, quote unquote lounges here in the Atlanta area that you can get your feel on, right? So, I mean, if I'm going to the traditional lounge, to where you can come in, buy your cigars in the humidor, come in, sit down, and enjoy yourself, it's going to be right here where I'm at. It's a cigar box. This is a fantastic place. This is where home is. You know what I'm saying? My other recommendation would be Cigar Villa. And I would also probably go to, if I want to have a drink somewhere, I'd probably go to somewhere like Cutters. I would go to somewhere like Burn as well. But if I wanted to have the music and all of the other incorporations with it, I would probably go somewhere like a Sear. And that's probably about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a Sear. If you're looking for that music vibe, Patio's good. If you're looking for the music vibe. Somewhere with a stocked humidor. If you're looking for more of, like you said, a sit-down experience and a place that's got a good selection, places like Jay's Cigars, they got great selections. They got a very vast selection.
No, not discounting what Jay's has, but if you want a great selection, go to Cumming, the place called the Cigar Shop. That's where you're gonna get you're gonna get it from.
Yeah.
Now, hey, Leo, I gotta ask you this, bro. Who do I have to talk to about getting some damn CAO anacondas, man? I want that.
You said who do you get CAO what from?
I said who I need to talk to get the goddamn CAO anaconda back on the goddamn market.
It's not me. That's the first thing. And good luck getting that answer too.
Yeah. Come on, man. Hey, listen, man. The Oriella, the Anaconda, like, I mean, we got the basins, but shit, man, the Anaconda and the Oriella were were some of the best cigars out there. And were they not selling?
Great cigars, by the way.
Were they not selling like they were supposed to?
Are they in the market?
All right.
Another dagger.
God damn it, man.
Speaking of dagger, have you had the Amazon Basin dagger?
I have.
Okay. All right. Good. What do you think about it?
I'm not a big fan of it. I felt like it took away from this for me. I understand, the concept for people with shorter time, but I just loving this cigar as much as I love it, it didn't do anything for me. It kind of shortened the experience and left me wanting more.
What we did with that, what we did with those is we took the remaining tobacco and we actually rolled that Amazon Basin Dagger, right, which is a 4x38. The big thing I can tell you is that if you ever get a chance to get your hands on some more, as we were talking about aging, you might want to age them for a little bit, give them about 4 months, and then see what you think. It's still a great cigar, even if you get it, straight out of the package, or if you age it. But I think that with a little bit more age, I think it gives it a little bit more flavor.
Yeah, and it's still flavorful to me. It's just not big enough. That's my biggest gripe about it. It's just it's not giving me the smoking experience that I'm looking for from a vape.
You want the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I want. But that's just me. That's just me.
Hey man, stop taking so much time out of your day.
Oh shit, man. So Leo, I gotta ask you this question, man. If you could smoke a cigar with anyone in the world, well, you know what? No, I'll ask it this way. If you could smoke a cigar with one celebrity, who would it be? Past or
one celebrity?
Past or present?
At the current state that we're in, I'd like to sit down and smoke with John F. Kennedy.
Okay.
John F. Kennedy, what you gonna ask him? What would be the question that you would ask him? I want to know this.
Why the hell did you put the embargo on?
That's a damn good question right there.
That's a goddamn good question.
Hey,
shout out to that. He sent his aide to Cuba to have a conversation with Fidel Castro and said, "Bring me back a box of Cuban cigars," and that's when he put the embargo on. Come on, man, talk to me.
I heard he brought a lot of them back too.
I bet it. I bet he did. God damn it. Boy. No, here's my question. Why ain't nobody lifted the goddamn embargo?
CAO had Soprano.
I got an in-house question about CAO Soprano,
which was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
The original.
Okay.
Why did they change the plan to these mid pairs of the phenomenal?
So he wants to know why we changed the blend on the CAO Soprano. And what I can tell you is an old statement from my military days. That's above my pay grade. I have no idea. Listen, all of the discontinued questions, all of the how come they did or how come they didn't. Listen, I am the bottom grade. I'm thankful that Fred even invited me to come on to be interviewed and have a conversation with everybody out there in the world. But that is above my pay grade. I have no idea. Listen, I like those cigars too, right? Everyone that we talked about, I like them too. But it's like, what the hell happened? I don't know.
Listen, Leo, I know you don't know what happened. Mm-hmm. I just want to talk to somebody who I need to talk to bring that shit back. That's what I want to know.
I got a phone number for you, but it's international.
That's a deep conversation right there. You're going to have to find the tobacco and everything, probably. So which one of the fossils do you like the best?
That was making it what it was.
Yep.
Right? You stop trying to make something that's not going to be the same.
That's always a hard thing. Always. You say, which one do I, what, Justin?
Which one of the fossils do you like the best? The CL fossils.
Oh,
which
man,
one's
I'm
your
a Soul
favorite?
fan all day long. The Soul. The
Soul.
Orange fan.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
Bro,
you get
RJL,
he's slacking.
Bro, listen, every week he tell me to
He
smoke.
own you.
So I still haven't grabbed it yet, bro.
He own you about to stop.
Bro, I gotta grab it, fam. I still hadn't grabbed it yet, bro. I gotta grab it, bro.
So, you know, that's actually a phenomenal cigar, believe it or not. I don't know if a lot of people know about that cigar. So the CAO Stoke, what happened with that cigar is that we literally split that cigar in half. And what we did was that we put the Andullo tobacco, that is actually a very sweet, bitter tobacco in itself, inside the first half of the cigar. And the back half has the Latakia tobacco, that is a pipe tobacco. So it's a fantastic cigar. I love it.
Mm. Now,
Excuse me, I like to smoke the pipe around it. It just gives me that really, that light of key really brings it in. Nice flavor. Smoke.
What you got, Fred?
now I want to know something about the Spectre, the Cohiba Spectre. It's now here, correct? Is it still overseas? Is it now on the
No,
American market?
the Spectre's been sold.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, all right, God damn it, because because that's I was gonna ask about that damn Spectre. Is what I want to know, like what makes that cigar so special?
The Spectre is special in itself because one, it's a blend that's been created by Sean Williams, who's the ambassador of Cohiba. Sean is also a blender himself, so he's blended every year of the Spectre. He changes it up every single year. You're never going to get the same thing. You're never going to get the same tobacco. So it's different tobacco each and every year. But it's a phenomenal smoke. Probably one of my favorites is the 2021. It's just one of those cigars that to me is a chaser cigar. That's one that you want to chase. And I don't chase cigars at all.
Well, shit. Tell me. Oh,
What was the
Darshan? But go ahead, Justin.
what was the inspiration behind bringing the C8 back? The Cohiba C8.
So it's not that we brought it back, it's actually we brought it to the United States. So the C8 was only internationally sold, and it was really a duty-free cigar, right? That's the only place that you can get them. You do have a duty-free that is in, certain places in the country, but it was never brought to the United States. So that's the specialness behind it, is that now people here in the United States, they get a chance to smoke it. I haven't smoked it yet. I know nothing about it. The company did not give me any. No.
Okay. So, but
By the way-
internationally, it's been.
I'll say, by the way, it's $250 a stick.
Yeah, but you're saying that internationally, it's been a continuous run. It never had a break. It was always a continuous run. It was just international.
Yeah, just international. Yep.
Okay.
Darshan wants to know. He said, "What was
the top release from CAO in my opinion from this year?
Was it this?
We really didn't release too many cigars under CAO this year. The one that we did do was the CAO Stoke. That's one I will talk about. I love the entire FASA line. So we have the Sombra, the Soul, and also the Noche. Those were new releases this year. And again, we didn't release that many, but I will say the Stoke is probably my favorite.
And let's can we talk about the Stoke real quick, because I don't know. I've been hearing about it. I haven't had time to really personally look it up about this cigar. What is the blend? What's the blend on the Stoke?
I just told you.
I didn't hear it. What'd you say?
Man.
He said, listen the first time.
So did you miss the Andullo and the Latakia?
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Okay. There we go. My bad.
Let me tell y'all about some of these damn cigar hosts. Okay, they do so much talking they don't listen.
No. My bad, man. Okay, well, shit. All right, you answered my question. Fuck it. Now it's another question out there from Ben. Yeah, answer my goddamn question.
There it is. That's another listen the first time. There it is.
No,
okay, Ben.
Said, other than CAO.
No, we do not. But we do make pipe tobacco.
Yeah. Do you think? Can you see in the future of like Macanudo coming out with a pipe tobacco?
I can say yes and no, and also continue by saying that that's above my pay grade.
All right.
Right.
Oh,
So
shit.
it's very hard. It's very hard to put pipe tobacco into a cigar. Okay, it takes on an entire different complexity, and it also is a much more dense tobacco than what we get from cigar tobacco. So that's where part of the problem comes into.
I feel it, man. I feel it. So, AZ asks, what's Leo's favorite Cuban cigars?
Partagas D number 4.
Very great choice. That's a
That's
great
a good
cigar.
cigar.
That's a great cigar.
Now there's one that some people don't know about, which is my number 2, or really 1A, which is the Juan Lopez.
Okay. Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That Series D4, that is a hitter.
I'm breaking up. I'm missing things. What happened?
No, I was saying that Series D4 is a hitter.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone needs to give Leo a promotion so he can make more happen.
That's it.
Ben, I got a phone number for you, and it's not international.
Hey, there you go. Listen, he needed, because now, listen, I need the goddamn number so I can call, so I can see why the fuck the goddamn Anacondas and Orioles not here. Bring them back. God damn it. Bring them back. Shit, man. Bring them back, man.
We let it go.
Like, listen, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. To me, and I know you smoke. Haven't you smoked the Anaconda before? Just have you smoked the Anaconda?
No.
Of course I had.
All right,
I had it when it first came out.
Mm-mm.
No, I know you smoked it, Leo. I know you smoked it. Justin hadn't had it. I hate that a lot of people have not had that experience to smoke an Anaconda or Oriella. Those two cigars are magnificent cigars. And I honestly, I think if they were to come back now, I think they'll be a lot more popular. That's just what I think. I could be wrong though.
Hey man.
You know?
Hey man, listen. I'm gonna show this interview to the company, and I'm gonna let them decide.
Yeah.
Listen. Tell them to message me. I'm gonna give you my email, and you got my number. You can give my number too.
And the Añejo will be a banger as well. So we gotta throw that one in there too.
I missed it because it broke up.
No, I said I'm gonna give you my email, and you already got my number, so make sure you give that to them too. To have them call me, so we can talk about it. We can discuss this shit.
Sure.
We can damn sure discuss it. Justin, man, which basin you smoking?
I'm smoking the 2025.
I am too. Too.
It's a great stick. I can't wait to see what we do this year.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Leo. In my opinion, this basin smokes a lot better than the 2024. For some odd reason, I've smoked quite a few of the 2024s, and they did not smoke as well as this one. This basin here takes me back to the 2016 basin. 2000, this takes me back to those old basins. But the 2024, I don't know, man. I don't know. It could have been me. But as far as like the experience that I had with the 24, I didn't enjoy it as much as the 25.
I think the Añejo spoiled everybody for that one. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It must be my signal.
No, Candy. I will not let it go. I will not let it go. It will not be let go. Candy, don't start. I love you, Candy. Don't start. Don't start. But man, Leo, listen, man. we talk, you know, we talk quite a bit offline, and so I want to know. I want to know. Yeah. So for 2026, like y'all, you know, is you know what y'all got anything planned that you can say that you or you can't say?
What I can say is that there will be a new release in 2026. It will happen at the trade show, and that's all that I know. Sorry, Ben.
Okay. And listen, I can't wait for that, man. I can't wait for that. To really see, you know, the new cigar that you guys are putting out with, you know, and
Yep.
I'm really excited about that. And I can't wait to see you at PCA. So listen, if y'all are going to PCA this year, well, I'm sorry, not this year, next year, listen, I'm gonna be there, Leo gonna be there. Make sure y'all stop by. Let's you know, so let's talk and have a cigar. Listen, Leo is a great person. Leo's a very nice person. Leo will talk to you. You know, he'll talk to you, have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna, you know, he not gonna shy away from a conversation. He definitely gonna talk to you. If you got any questions you want to ask him, most definitely ask him. But don't ask him. Listen, don't ask him about shit that's above his pay grade because he ain't gonna answer.
Don't
White
ask me
House
what.
press conference.
Don't ask him shit that's above his pay grade
Right.
because
Yeah.
he ain't gonna answer it.
It's gonna be a White House press conference.
Damn, bro.
That's it.
While we're at PCA, what I can do is actually point to where question.
Yeah. So definitely, you know, we definitely gonna link because we right down the road from each other. So that's gotta happen.
Yeah, we got to rock, man.
Yeah, no doubt. So let me ask you, like, with everything that you're doing in the industry now,
In regards to the CAO Brazil, do you feel like there's a difference between the box press or the regular cigar, and you have a preference?
Great in-house question, right? The CAO Brasilia. Do I believe that there's a difference between the box press and the regular Parejo? Absolutely, 100 freaking percent. Absolutely. Because whenever you do box press a cigar, it does take on a different characteristic, right? It's right. It smokes different. The draw is different. The taste is different. Everything is great about it. Well, I love it. Give me a box press. I love it.
Justin, what's your question?
so my question was, with everything that you're doing in the industry and the strides that you've made and the strides that you've been making, what do you want to be remembered by in the industry?
Pretty much what Fred said is I'm a guy that I'm an open book. If you want to know something about cigars or tobacco, come ask me. I want to be that guy.
100.
He basically Leo say he won't be him.
100.
Never mind. I had a whole different statement in my head. I can't say it on here.
I know you did.
Yeah,
I know you
I know it. I see where you at with it.
I know. Listen, oh man. All right, so check it out, man. So we got a few minutes. We got a few minutes left before we end the show. But we always ask our guests, and we always ask each other. One thing we are big on is men's mental health, and so I want to ask you, Leo, how are you doing mentally? How are you doing physically? And how are you doing emotionally?
Well, let me tell you, man. You know, for obviously this is a question about me. I'm doing fantastic in all areas. I'm not doing as well as I want to be in each area, right? There are areas in our lives that we have to understand. You know, it's physically, mentally, emotionally, and also psychologically, right? We have to work on those things. It's not an easy task because we are our worst critic, and when you can throw that out of the way and not worry about what other people think, because that's why we are our worst critics. We're worried about what other people think. And one of the things that I have become, or I have come to understand about myself, is that I literally cannot care what anybody thinks of me. It doesn't change what I am supposed to be doing, right? So, when it all comes down to it, is you have to be comfortable with yourself. And if you're not comfortable with yourself, you're never going to be what anybody wants or thinks that you should be. So be your own man first. Be your own woman first. That's it.
I dig
That's
that.
real.
I dig that. Oh wait,
Yeah.
now before we get to you, now Darshawn asked a question. He wants to know, Leo, if you could smoke one size and cigar for the rest of your life, what size would it be?
I love that question, by the way. I am a true Corona smoker. Corona, you're going to get all the flavors, all the details about a cigar, in my personal opinion, that you should get. How it was built and why it was built. So I love a Corona. That's me all day.
I feel that. I
I
feel that.
feel
I
it
don't know,
too.
Justin, you got
Yeah.
one?
Same thing for me. Corona Gorda, man. That's what the cigar was meant for, all the way back to the Panatella days. I mean, that's
Yep.
those sizes right there. That's what a cigar was meant for. As
Right.
as time went along, they got bigger, burlier, or whatever you want to call them. But that size right there, it's gonna give you what was meant, what that cigar was meant to give you every time. So absolutely.
Listen, I'm a huge fan of the Cuban 109 style in cigars. So the petite Cuban 109 style for me, listen, because the cigars that I have smoked in that with that size, with that style, have been great for me. So I definitely would say the Cuban 109. That would be me. Because I've even had
Great,
it
great choice.
with certain New World smokes, and they've been phenomenal. I haven't had a bad one yet. So that would be me, bro. That would be me. Now, listen. Uh, I have a question for y'all, and this question I actually saw this question online. I was like, this is a great question to ask. Let's talk football real quick, okay? If y'all don't mind. Now,
I'm not a Dallas
in the,
Cowboy fan.
don't bring my Cowboys into it. Don't you bring my Cowboys into this. Don't you bring my Cowboys into this, Leo. No,
I
but here's
just
my
said I'm not
question.
a fan. That's all I said.
Listen, here's my question. Who would win a one-on-one? Ray Lewis or Derrick Henry?
Well, Ray Lewis was stabbed your ass, so it's probably Ray Lewis.
So just a hike
I'm
straight
gonna
up
have to.
one on one.
Yep. Hike straight up one-on-one.
I'm gonna have to go with Ray.
Yeah.
You go with Ray? Both of y'all go with Ray?
No, I'm gonna go with Derek.
You go with Derrick?
Yeah.
Smith will stop there.
I mean, listen. Me personally, I think it would be a draw.
I just
think
got
it'll.
that. I got that image of what Eddie George did to him. And I see Derek as one of those type of running backs. Now, if you'd have said any other running back is Ray all day. But Derek, yeah, he's different. I think Derek will give him everything he's looking for.
You think so? Well,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
do.
but that was an ongoing battle between Eddie George and Ray. So
Yeah, it
Eddie
was.
got him some, Ray got him some. That's why I say it'll kind of be the same thing between Derrick Henry and Ray Lewis. I think if Ray Lewis is playing now and he was the same age as Derrick Henry, hey,
But see,
listen.
I don't think Eddie was as cold as Derek.
Mm,
That's why I say that.
Agreed. Agreed.
Wait, we're talking Derrick Henry.
okay. And so all right, so tell me why.
4 years
Cause
ago.
man, Derek, I'm talking about, you talking about a guy running refrigerators up the hill, man. That's real. That wasn't just a clip,
Yeah. You're
and
right.
and the yardage that he was putting up all the way back from high school. This guy got records that'll never be touched. And what I seen him do coming back off of injuries, like, man, But like I said, any other running back, yeah, it's Ray all day. But that guy is special.
So would you say? So would y'all say at the pace that Derrick Henry is on right now, the path that he's on right now, is he a Hall of Fame running back?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. As you know, God willing, he stay healthy and everything. Yeah, I think he's gonna be there. It shouldn't be no reason, he don't get there.
Let me see what Darshawn said. And there's been a stat. There's been a stat out there that Derrick Henry has never been caught on a breakaway from behind. Really?
Yeah.
I think you might want to go and research that.
I don't know.
He got ran down a couple times.
Yeah, I know he got ran down a couple of times. Now, I mean, it took some power to bring him down for sure. Because once he get on the breakaway, bro, it's hard to bring that man down. Period. So I mean, all right. Now, let's talk about some of the most. I want to know real quick from y'all. Top running backs of all time. Who is your Mount Rushmore of running backs?
Top 3, 2, or just your number one?
It could be because on Mount Rushmore, I think it's 4. So your top 4.
Oh,
you keep breaking up on me. I'm sorry, man.
So top four running backs all time.
Top 4 running backs of all time.
Well, for me, Walter Payton is my guy.
Okay.
So he's definitely on there. Sweetness is on there.
All right.
He did some amazing things. I ain't gonna put Derrick on there yet. He's potential though. He's definitely potential.
Okay.
He's knocking on the door. I know a lot of people say that, Barry Sanders, that's a no-brainer for me.
Mm-hmm.
So Barry and Walter Payton, they on there. And yeah. For the third spot, man, I guess I could put Emmett on there because of what he's done.
Did you say you guess you could put Emmett on there?
I guess I could put Emmett on there.
Dallas Cowboy fan in it right there, Justin.
That's what it is.
I just said you guess.
See, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you why. What Sweetness did with sheer elusiveness and power, and he ran way bigger than he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at Barry didn't care who was on the field. He didn't have no offensive line. He still made it happen. Emmett had the whole grocery store meat section in front of him running for years. And that's what I'm saying. I can't give Emmett all that complete credit without crediting that offensive line. Because he had probably one of the greatest offensive lines we'll ever see. There ain't no problem in it. He did.
That's word.
Yeah. But I would stick him in there though, because he was very entertaining to watch. And I don't know, 4 man. I wish Bo had a longer career.
Oh yeah,
because he would definitely be on there.
What about Marshall Faulk?
That's what I was going to say next. Marshall Faulk and Derrick Henry are fighting for that 4th spot right there. But that 4th spot is going to be interchangeable for a while. But as far as those top 2, Walter Payton and Barry, they don't move. They locked in.
That's a bit. Leo,
yeah.
Who's your 4 top running backs of all time?
So I'm with Justin on the first 2, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders. But then in the 3rd spot, I am going to put Emmett, regardless of the offensive line or not. But the 4th spot is really going to be very hard, right? But in my mind, I have to actually go to Eric Dickerson.
Ooh,
Eric Dickerson, one of those guys.
Yeah.
He was a bruiser. He can come out the backfield and catch as well. He could block, So Eric Dickerson, he deserves to be up there, man.
Yeah. Eric was a beast.
All right. Okay.
Well, what about you?
Now, I have to say, of course, my boy Emmett is up there for sure. Talking about Barry Sanders, O.J. Simpson,
Okay.
and now I get it when you say the fourth one is pretty hard. The fourth one is hard. It's very, very hard because you gotta. It makes you think. It makes you really, really think. But if I had to, I gotta go with Walter Payton. Gotta go with Walter Payton.
So I missed your first two.
My first two, Emmitt Smith. Then who I say number two was? I forgot that quick.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah. Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders. OJ. And OJ did it. I just had to say that one time. I had to say OJ did it. But
allegedly.
Was sweet
for the YouTube crowd.
Those are my four, man. Those are my four. But it's so many though, bro. It's so many. Like you can't just narrow it down to just four. But I wanted to ask y'all just just so I can know from y'all. Oh, you said Thurman Thomas. I heard somebody said Thurman Thomas. Christian Okoye. Christian Okoye.
Christian Okoye was a beast, man. He was one of them. He's kind of one of those cases like Bo to me. I wish he'd have played a little bit longer. He could have played a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Christian Okoye was a beast, definitely.
Well, it did also, you talk about LaDainian Thompson. No?
Not on Mount Rushmore. He was good, though.
So
you said the Mount Rushmore.
You put him on the Baby Mountain?
I don't know.
Man, I miss y'all whole conversation.
No, he was talking about Thurman Thomas and Christian Okoye.
Thurman Thomas fumbled too much.
Thurman Thomas fumbled way too much.
Yeah, he fumbled too much for me. I can't put him in there. Because that's your number one job as a running back. You got to protect the ball.
For sure.
Yeah, he laid it down a little bit too much for me.
He did.
Great running back. Though. When he held on to it, he was held, but he will let it go.
What's up, DC? All right, y'all. Listen, man, we appreciate y'all for hanging with us, man. We hit that 2-hour mark. We went over about 3 minutes, but it's cool. We want to thank Leo for coming on with us and hopping on with us and talking to us, man. Great questions that were asked, great answers that came from him. And listen, for those who don't know, if you don't follow Leo on Instagram, please do. Please do. Please follow my guy on Instagram. He's most definitely one of those guys that he will definitely talk to you. Definitely talk to you. If you have any questions about anything, especially with Macanudo, because he pushes that brand for sure, ask him. He'll for sure get back with you. We appreciate you guys as well for tuning in and hanging with us, man. Every week you guys show support, and we really appreciate you guys for that. Now next week, because of the holiday, we won't have a show. We won't have a show next week. Okay, we're gonna spend time with the family. It's Thanksgiving, so y'all make sure y'all light up a good cigar. And yeah, man, and we'll see y'all the week after. Now, the week after, we're gonna do a Cuban smoke session. So get out, if you have some, get out your good shit, get out your good Cubans, and we're gonna sit back and we're gonna experience. We're gonna have the Cuban experience. That's what we're gonna do. It'll be another Cuban smoke session. So make sure y'all be there to hang out with us. Also, we do have a Discord now. To get access to that Discord, you have to go to our Patreon, sign up for a tier, and you'll get immediate access to our Discord. Also, what else? Oh, on the 13th of December, we will have Jamon Hackley of Definition Cigars. He will be on with us on the 13th.
Sir.
And then following on the 20th of December, we will have Bobby Newman of JC Newman Cigars. He'll be joining us. And yeah, man, so we got some stuff coming up. Oh, and also y'all stay tuned because we will have a end of the year list. We will be dropping the end of the year list, so y'all stay tuned for that. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Aha.
You know what I'm saying?
Aha.
So we will have a end of the year list on there. So y'all stay tuned for that episode. We appreciate y'all for hanging with us, man. So until next time, we'll see y'all we won't see y'all next week, but the week after, we'll see y'all, man. And y'all remember, stay lit, stay laughing. Avengers out. Leo, my boy, anything you want to say before we head out of here?
Smoke General Cigars. Support the Cigar Life. You can go to Cigar Life CL on Instagram, and also Tatted Smoke. Make sure you support those two. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me on. I appreciate it. Anytime you need me, let me know, and we can run this thing again, man. Love y'all. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That being said, y'all, we out of here, man. Stay lit, stay laughing. Avengers out. Peace.